Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of my Pokemon Battle Series, the School of Hard Knocks. Throughout this episode, like every other, we'll be jumping onto the Pokemon Global Link Battle Spot ladder, playing under the Championship Battle rules, which are the equivalent rule set of the VGC 2017 season. So, we have featured a brand new team this week. We had a little bit of a shaky start, obviously Monday and Tuesday, but after that, we kind of adjusted to the team, got to know it a bit better, picking a lot better in team preview, and we've had some good results since then. So hopefully we continue that today and end the week with a couple of great episodes and matches for you guys. So, I don't think I've even been covering the team as I've been going through these episodes this week, but just to recap on what the team is, it is a double Garchomp with Mandibuzz, Cortana, Alolan Muk, Alolan Marowak, Alolan Ninetails, and Tapu Fini. So, a lot of Alolan Pokemon in there, but they all kind of come together and they're doing alright. And like that, we have our first opponent of the day, and they are running a team of Arcanine, Whimsicott, Alolan Ninetails, Cortana, Garchomp, and Gyarados. So, super interesting to see the Whimsicott in there. I'm guessing it might be a Whimsicott. You've also got to be very careful of the Nature Power on there to take advantage of the terrains, because Nature Power works off whatever terrain's on the field, it will change into that type. So we need to be careful. In this case, if we bring out Tapu Fini, it will turn into Moonblast. So need to be careful of that. So how are we going to lead against this team? We've also got to be very careful of that Cortana for our Tapu Fini. It's going to put a lot of pressure on there. The Gyarados kind of covers the Marowak, and the Garchomp gives Alolan Muk a lot of issues. So, let's see. Is my opponent got... He's probably got Tailwind support with that Whimsicott, so we need to be aware of that. I do really like my Katana here, and my Alolan Muk does a pretty decent job as well, to be honest. We just need to be very careful of the Garchomp, and I think I might go for a bit of an unconventional lead in Ninetails and Muk. Let's think. I will bring my Marowak, and I think I will bring my Tapu Fini as well in the 4th slot. So we'll go with those 4, see how we get on, and see if we can get victory over D. Just turn the music up. I didn't even pick music selection there. I'm too busy introducing the video to pick music selection, but have a throwback to this original music theme tune here. I'm just going to grab some water, guys. So I do apologise, I'm really thirsty for it. Say that while trying to drink and spill it all over myself. So sorry about that, guys. So, you see my opponent lead off with the Whimsicott and the Cortana. Okay, so we are putting a lot of pressure on my opponent here. He is quite capable of just going for a Tailwind and a Protect with the Cortana. We may even go for a Taunt into that Ninetails, suspecting an Aurora Veil. I think what I'm going to do is go for a knockoff into the Cortana, and I'm just going to go for a Blizzard into both targets. We should do decent damage with the Blizzard, but we see the Cortana withdraw. Arcanine come in, so we will get that nice knockoff onto it, which is super good. Ooh, so it is a beat up and justified Arcanine. Wow, okay, so we're in a bit of trouble here, because the beat up is going to boost that Arcanine's attack for each time it hits, so we'll hit 4 times, so that Arcanine will be +4 now. We will get the knockoff onto it and a Blizzard, but that Arcanine is supercharged from that beat up, which is a bit unfortunate. Okay, so my opponent taking a big early lead here. We do get the Blizzard off with the Ninetails. Do decent damage And the knockoff, again, boosting Justified, which is not ideal. But we do knock off that Figgy Berry, which is the most important thing here. Right, so we have to be super careful. The Arcanine will go down to hail damage sooner or later. We've just got to kind of be able to play around it. Now, I could just go for a Blizzard. That will be enough to pick up a KO on both my opponent's Pokemon. But I might go for an Aurora Veil here, while I do have the chance. Although I do expect the Whimsicott to probably go for an attack here. Let's think what we can do. We could go for a Blizzard or an Aurora Veil. I think I'm going to go for a Blizzard. I'm just going to go for the Blizzard. If we get the Blizzard off, that's brilliant. We take both Pokemon down with us. But there is every chance my opponent may double target into that Ninetails slot, knowing that it has got the Focus Sash. So let's see. Arcanine goes for the Extreme Speed into the Ninetails, so taking it down to the Sash. So I expect to lose the Ninetails here. And actually we see the Whimsicott go for the Tailwind. Okay, so we will get the Blizzard off. We will take both Pokemon down with our Ninetails. But my opponent now is able to bring in his last two Pokemon, which are the Kartana, and we don't know the last one yet. And they are in a Tailwind. We've got to try and get ourselves out of this Tailwind situation. So, let's see. Right. So my opponent does have the Garchomp and the Kartana. Right. So, Garchomp straight away putting a lot of pressure onto my Muk with that potential Tectonic Rage that could come out from it. I think I'm going to switch my Tapu Fini into my Muk, and I'm just going to protect with my Ninetails here. Now we might see a Tectonic Rage come out onto the Muk, but at the moment, I feel as though we need to kind of preserve our Marowak in the back for that Kartana, especially. Ninetails obviously is a way better option to have against Garchomp, so I want to try and preserve that as well. So we're just going to protect the Ninetails here. Kartana goes for a Razor Leaf. Okay, it's not ideal. It does decent damage to the Tapu Fini. And we are going to see a Tectonic Rage come off from the Garchomp, which I imagine will be into this Tapu Fini slot. So we'll go down here. Okay. So Tapu Fini will go down to the Tectonic Rage. I'm not in the best of situations now. We still have this Tailwind to contend with. The Hail potentially breaking a Sash on the Kartana, which is nice. Now I think I am going to bring in my Marowak here. Am I going to bring in my Marowak? Yeah, I am going to bring in my Marowak. The only issue I've got is I expect that Kartana to be maybe Assault Vested because of the Razor Leaf that it's got there. Which means that we're going to have to switch in. I'm going to switch in my Muk for my Ninetails, preserve my Ninetails, so I can hopefully bring it in. Because if I can get rid of the Kartana, then Ninetails will be easily able to deal with the Garchomp late game. So that's the game plan at the minute. We still have the Figgy Berry on our Muk, so if we get an Earthquake, we should be able to proc that. Do take a Leaf Blade into the Marowak slot, and a Rock Slide. Okay, so this isn't working out too bad for us. Maybe my opponent hasn't got, it might be a Scarfed Kartana. So my opponent could go for an Earthquake here. But I think I'm going to have to just double into the Kartana, whatever whatever the play is. So I'm going to just double in, knock off, and Flare Blitz. Hopefully I can get the Flare Blitz off onto it. And hopefully my Marowak can kind of survive 2 turns. So, Muk takes a Sacred Sword. We proc the Figgy Berry. So hopefully we can take an Earthquake that might be coming out. But it is a Rock Slide. Okay, so as long as we're not flinched, we should be able to get a Flare Blitz off onto this Kartana, which we do. Okay, this is brilliant. This is huge. So we take down the Kartana. We're going to be able to stall out that Tailwind, get our Ninetails in, and get a big Blizzard off. So the idea here is to wait for this hail to kind of wear off so we can bring in the Ninetails fresh. And so the hail stopped. So we're fine to just double attack with both the Pokemon here, get our Ninetails in this next turn, and we should be able to take this game. So I'm just going to go for a Shadow Bone and go for another knockoff into the Garchomp. We'll probably see an Earthquake, which will clear the field on my side. Yeah. And this will be enough to take out both my Pokemon. But as I say, we've got that Ninetails in the back to bring in that has the Blizzard, and it will be able to kill this Garchomp. Outspeed and kill, which is the most important thing. So, here we go. It was a bit scary at the start there when that Arcanine switched in on the beta. But we managed to kind of just get ourselves through that situation and then obviously play around the Tailwind quite nicely and get ourselves into this end position where we can kind of take the match. So the Garchomp going for a Protect. But I don't think there's a lot my opponent can do. Blizzard Inhale is 100%. Ninetails will be outspeeding the Garchomp. The Misty Terrain disappears from the field, and hopefully this turn we get our Blizzard off and we take the game. So you get the Blizzard off, and this will definitely be enough to take down that Garchomp. So, good start to the episode again, and really good games to my opponent, so thank you very much D for the match, and we'll take game 1. So, great start. And we will just take that momentum and go into game 2. So, it's nice there being able to kind of feature the Ninetails a bit more, kind of really preserving that sash right till the end when it mattered, and then bringing it in just to kind of close the game up when we could. So, hugely important that we got rid of the Kartana when we did. That was the only thing that would have been threatening our Ninetails in the end game there, and possibly because we saw it potentially being sashed. We'll go with Galadian as our last music match of the day. Yeah, potentially being choice scarfed, it would have definitely been able to get the KO on Ninetails first. But we saw after that it used Razor Leaf, then Sacred Sword, so, you know. But we have our next opponent from Spain running a team of Tapu Fini, Arcanine, Kartana, Arachnoid, Alolan Muk, and Porygon2. So that common combination of Porygon2 Arachnoid. So we need to be very wary of that Trick Room mode there. The Muk as well, it can take advantage of that. And then quite a speedy mode with the Kartana, Tapu Fini, and the Arcanine providing Intimidate support to boot. So I do want to bring Marowak, but then Arachnoid and Alolan Muk put on a lot of pressure. So if we bring it, we need to be very, very careful. How are we going to deal with this Arachnoid? Mandibuzz and Kartana didn't do too bad a job, but then we've got to worry about the Arcanine as well. So I think, because we've got the taunt with the Mandibuzz, I will bring Mandibuzz, Tapu Fini lead. I will bring my Marowak here, and my last Pokemon I think I will bring is Kartana. Yeah, I'm going to bring Kartana. So, the main thing we need to do is preserve that Marowak. In past games, we've let it go down way too easy, so we need to really make sure that we're preserving it, making use of it when that Tapu Fini is out on the field threatening things, and keep it preserved for that Kartana as well, because it's going to come in really important late game for that Kartana if my opponent does bring it. So we see my opponent lead off with the Porygon2 and the Arachnid. So we will get the Misty Train up, we'll get a special defense boost, which will hopefully prop the download for an attack boost on the Porygon2, which it does. So here we are quite free to just go for a taunt onto the Porygon2 and start calm minding with our Tapu Fini. Let's see how my opponent plays this. We might expect the taunt, it's quite obvious onto the Porygon2, but we really need to make sure that we're stopping that Trick Room from being set up. So Tapu Fini gets the Calm Mind off. Just nice for going into the latter stages of the game. We do get the taunt off onto the Porygon2, so let's see what my opponent's decided to go with here. We are going to see a Hydro Vortex from the Arachnid, and that will be into the Mandibuzz, I would imagine. But we should be able to take this. Be a bit unfortunate if we do lose the Mandibuzz now. As I say, we should be able to take this. Wow, okay. Yeah, and the Porygon2 does go for the Trick Room. Okay, so that is fine. I think here I'm going to go for a Roost. Should I go for a Roost or should I go for a Tailwind? I really want to preserve the Mandibuzz, to be honest. So I think I am going to go for a Roost with it. And I'm going to go for a Muddy Water with my Tapu Fini. Probably see we don't see any switches come up for my opponent here. So, do get the Muddy Water off. Hopefully we get some accuracy drops. Yep, onto the Arachnid. Really important there. Get the Roost with our Mandibuzz. So get some of that health back that we lost from that big Z move. And we'll see a Thunderbolt into the Mandibuzz, and probably followed up by a Liquidation as well into that slot. Are we able to take this as well? Yeah, Mandibuzz just absolutely pulling right through there. So again, I'm just going to go for another Roost, and actually this time I'm going to go for a Moonblast into the Arachnid, so I'll get some good damage off onto it. Because I need to really preserve the Mandibuzz for when that taunt wears off, and also for later in the game, if we can potentially get a Tailwind up, that's going to really come in handy against my opponent's faster mod in his team. So we get the Roost off with our Mandibuzz. Going to take an Ice Beam into our Mandibuzz, and yeah, we're going to see a Leech Life, which does way more damage than what I thought it would. Okay, which does KO the Mandibuzz, which is a bit unfortunate. Okay, so we do lose Mandibuzz there, and the Porygon2's taunt does wear off, but we do have our Kartana to bring in now. And with our Kartana, we do have the All-Out Pummeling, which will be enough to take out this Porygon2. So I am going to go for it. And I am going to go for... Just going to go for another Moonblast into that Arachnid slot. It probably will protect. But combination of both moves here should be enough. So we might see the Arcanine come in here. Yeah, we do. Okay. So that isn't ideal. Muddy Water would have probably been the better move to use there. Then the extra damage would have been nice to have against that Porygon2 as well. But we'll see how this Porygon2 is built, because it still should be doing some good damage. So let's see if Kartana's got what it takes to take down this Porygon2. think it'll be a roll. Well, is it enough? Oh, it's not enough. Okay, that is a bit unfortunate. We go for the Moonblast into the Arcanine, and I imagine here we will see a Trick Room. Yeah. So, I want to go for the Trick Room whilst we can. I am going to switch in my Kartana for my Marowak, and I'm going to go for another Calm Mind while I've got the chance to. So we switch out a Kartana into the Marowak. We've got to be very careful for that Arachnoid coming in. Porygon2 goes for a Recover. See what this Arcanine goes for. Is it going to go for a Snarl, or is it just going to go for the Flare Blitz into that Marowak slot? So it is a Snarl. Yeah. Which is fine. We know that Porygon2 can't touch my Marowak because it has got the Bulk Beam combination. So it's only got Ice Beam as its move of choice. The Misty Terrain disappears from the field. So now I think what I'm going to do is go for a Bonemerang into the Arcanine slot. Should I go for a Shadow Bone? No, I'm going to go for a Shadow Bone into that slot in case he decides to switch it into that Arachnoid. And I'm going to go for another Muddy Water. Just start spamming them. So the Porygon2 goes for a Recover here. We get the Shadow Bone off with our Marowak. And a Muddy Water, which should take out the Arcanine and do some good damage to the Porygon2. Hopefully we get another accuracy drop there. But no accuracy drop. So I'd imagine the Arachnoid to come back in here. And it will start putting a lot of pressure on with the with that liquidation. But I am going to protect my Marowak. And while I can, I'm going to go for another Calm Mind with my Fini, just to boost my special defense and get my special attack boosted back up to +2. Then I can start concentrating down on that with potential Moonblasts. So you do the Marowak protect. Porygon2 goes for the Ice Beam. So they're doubling into that slot, so it's a free turn for Tapu Fini to get the Calm Mind up. So we're on +3 special defense now. We should be able to take this Arachnoid down this next turn. So what I'll do, switch in my Kartana for my Marowak. And I will go for a Moonblast into that slot. Can't imagine my opponent to go for a Thunderbolt at this point. It's too risky with the Marowak out on the field. So Tapu Fini should be able to get this Moonblast off onto the Arachnoid and pick up the KO here. Marowak does go back. Kartana will be able to take the liquidation. It's just if it can take the Ice Beam as well. See a liquidation come out. Kartana takes that. Not too bad. And an Ice Beam to follow up. Hopefully Kartana can survive this. No, unfortunately not. Which is super unfortunate. Super unfortunate. But we do get the Moonblast, and hopefully this will be enough to take out this Arachnoid. Yeah, nice. So, we've got my opponent down to his last 2 Pokemon. Trick Room ends, and we bring in our Marowak. So let's see what my opponent's last Pokemon is. If it's a Tapu Koko, we are in a brilliant position. But it is the Muk. Okay. So, not in the best position at all. But I think we should be outspeeding this Muk, to be honest, with our Marowak. So I am going to go for the Bonemerang onto it and a Muddy Water as well. So let's see how we get on. The Muk protects. So the Muk is going for the Porygon2 is going to go for a Trick Room here. And we got the Bonemerang into the Muk slot. So no Trick Room actually. Okay. That is surprising me. Because we should be able to, with a combination of Bonmarang and Muddy Water, we should be able to take this Muk down. But it's whether or not we can hit the Muddy Water, or do we want to go for a Moonblast? I think... I'm going to go for the Moonblast. I think the Muddy Water is too risky. If we miss the Muddy Water, it could cost us the game. But I think a combination of Moonblast into the Muk, we should proc the Berry, and then Bonmarang should be enough to pick up the KO here. So hopefully the Bonmarang hits. It does hit. This should be enough. Is it going to be? I don't think it's going to be enough. It's not enough. Oh, disaster. Okay, so we get a knockoff into the Marowak. We do survive though. And see a Trick Room come out from the Porygon2. Okay. Right. I am going to protect my Marowak this turn. And I'm going to go for a Muddy Water with my Tapu Fini. I'm hoping the Muk targets into that Marowak slot to get rid of it, because of the threat of the Bonmarang, potentially Bonmarang coming out from it. But it may attack into the Tapu Fini. But I think, okay, so we see the Muk protect this turn. Marowak is protecting. So maybe an Ice Beam from that Porygon2 into that slot. Yeah. We get a Muddy Water off. So onto that Porygon2. So now's the time that we want an accuracy drop. If we ever get one. This is when we need one. Yeah, so we get it. So that's brilliant. That Porygon2 is on -2, so chances of it hitting are quite slim. Now I am going to go for a Flare Blitz into that Muk slot, and I'm going to go for a Moonblast into the Muk to make sure that we do pick the KO there. So take a Poison Jab into our Tapu Fini. Oh, we get the poison, which is super unfortunate. No. That is not what we wanted. Now that poison could end up costing us the game. We have got leftovers, but this is not going to be brilliant at all. Okay, so what's the outcome going to be? I'm going to go up to 90, take a bit of damage. Yeah, so we're going to take more damage each turn, which is super unfortunate. I think we might have to go for it. We'll go for a Calm Mind here. We'll probably take a Thunderbolt. But we do avoid, so those accuracy drops coming in super clutch there. Hopefully there's one more turn of Trick Room to go after this. This will work out great if there is. So, fingers crossed. Yeah. So what we'll do, we'll go for a Moonblast here. And hopefully this puts the Porygon2 into Moonblast range. Oh, it is going for the recover. Hopefully 2 Moonblasts, I don't know if it'll be enough, you know. We've got to kind of really hope, because we're going to go down to poison sooner or later. Oh, it is enough. So hopefully this next turn, Trick Room ends now, and we should be able to win the game. And it'll be an epic end to this week if we can. Right, okay, moment of choice everyone, moment. Hopefully this Moonblast is enough. Come on Moonblast. Come on Fini, the boost. So get a Moonblast off. Is it going to be enough? Is it going to be enough? Yes, it is! Awesome! Yes! Oh, wow, that was an awesome match. Really good games to my opponent there, and we managed to kind of just clinch out the win there. That poison was super unfortunate. Really tough team to kind of wear down and play against, but we managed to just squeak out a win there right at the last minute. So super happy with that, and massive excitement at the end of the episode. So I really hope you enjoyed this episode, guys. We've had some absolutely amazing games, and the end there was just perfect. So what a way to end the week. And it's been incredible playing with this team all week. Like I say, we had a bit of a shaky start and getting used to the team, but I think once we got our heads around how the team plays and how we need to play against certain things, we're doing a lot better with it, and we'll hopefully continue that into next week. So this will be the last episode this week for the School of Hard Knocks, but we will be back on Monday next week, so do stay tuned for that. If you've enjoyed this episode, guys, please leave a like. It is always massively appreciated. All the support I keep getting on my channel is just absolutely overwhelming. And you've got to remember, guys, that I'm doing this channel for you guys. So if there's content you want to see on the channel, leave me a message in the comment section below. Tell me what you want to see, and I will work towards providing that sort of content for you. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We have a flurry of different episodes kind of coming out at the minute. So we have the School of Hard Knocks series, which is your daily uploads. We've got our QR code series, which is Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And then in between there, we have our team review episodes. To make sure that you're getting the notifications when these episodes are going up, subscribe to the channel and you will get all of that. So guys, I will leave things there. I appreciate, as always, you guys tuning in, and it's always a pleasure. So you guys enjoy your weekends, whatever you do end up doing. Have a great time. Take care of yourselves, and until Monday, I will see you later. So until then, guys, bye-bye.